Ed here from the Great Indoors. And if you probably have seen by the title of this live stream, this is all about what Ed does when he's not making videos. We're here at a dentist office, and yeah, I know I need a dentist myself, but right now it's all about getting this floor cleaned at this dentist office. Yeah, this floor has a lot of buildup. It's been built up with wax. It hasn't been done in like forever. And all this has got to see all that. That's wax buildup that's coming loose finally. So I'm basically taking this floor scrubber. I started this job around 1:45. Calvin, the Boston Terrierist. Hey Jeff, how you doing? Everyone wants to know what I do when I'm not making videos. Well, this is kind of like what this live stream is all about, is scrubbing floors, more or less like linoleum floors, like that need to be waxed. This is a doctor's office, and it's a dentist office. I'll be honest, it's a dentist office, and I've been hired by, seriously, the maintenance guy to come in here and do the floors because he's been trying to clean it himself, and no matter how many times he mops it, it still looks crappy. So I'm having to come in here and I'm literally scrubbing the hell out of this thing to get the wax off. I don't wax on, wax off. I get it, right? But as you can see, all that muck, that's old wax coming off right there. So I'm going to have to run that machine over that. Hi, Ed. Dr. Smuts. Hi, Ed and Michelle. Glad you folks made it home. Yeah, I literally had 30 minutes of sleep between getting home at 4:10 yesterday. 4:10 I got home. I left Soaring Eagle at 11 o'clock with Michelle. We didn't even get to see Pour Some Sugar on Me and Hysteria because I wanted to beat the traffic. And we did beat the traffic. Thankfully, we got in and out of the parking garage without any issues. But we still had a 4.5 hour drive. And, you have to stop a couple times to go to the bathroom and all that. So basically it took 5 hours to get home. And I literally needed to get up at 5:30 to go right back to work. No rest for the wicked, I'll tell you. And so I'm still operating on fumes. I have not slept other than that 30 minutes in between. The concert was awesome, Jeff. Thanks for asking. It started with Collective Soul, and I'll be honest with you, I did not know that Collective Soul did all those songs, like December and The World That We Live In or whatever, and Heavy. Those tunes, I know the rhythms, I know the lyrics, but I never connected Collective Soul with those songs. In fact, some of the songs Michelle thought was the Goo Goo Dolls. I go, no, it's not the Goo Goo Dolls, it's Collective Soul. So now that I have a lot of that detail on, I gotta run the floor scrubber here. I'm not gonna stay long with this here because, let's be honest with you, no one really wants to see some guy running a floor machine for a live stream, okay? I like doing it. I think it's awesome. I would watch stuff like this. Maybe I could pick up a new tip or something like that. Yeah, they do have a similar type sound. But they, like Michelle was saying, they had a full set. They played for over an hour, which is unusual for an opening act to play that long. And Def Leppard, they started out with Let's Get Rocked. And Michelle was in her glory, okay? She was just bouncing around all over the place. And it was a good crowd. Everyone was getting into it. This job could probably take, well, here's the thing. I have this floor to do here. This alone, you got to scrub it and then rinse it, and then it's got to dry. And that's where the fun begins. Before you could put the wax down, before you could put the coat, I have to scrub this one too. This floor is not supposed to look like this. This is kind of dingy in here. See all that nastiness around the toilet? That's all got to get scrubbed out. And there's some rust on the corner over there. So like I was showing you guys before, I gotta get down on my hands and knees and scrub it. I have a tool I can use to scrape that off of there. But this will take some time too. You gotta make it look perfect. It's gotta come out perfect, like it's a brand new floor. And it will look like a brand new floor when I'm done. But it's gonna take time. I'm pretty much gonna be here all afternoon. So like I said, I'm not gonna expect you guys to hang with me the whole time. In fact, I'm probably gonna end it real soon. But I just wanted to get this out there. A lot of people wonder, hey, does Ed work? Does he have a real job? I work 7 days a week in these type of environments, cleaning offices, doing carpet cleaning, cleaning carpets at Chinese restaurants. Believe it or not, I make a lot of connections even before YouTube with these Chinese restaurants. So I know which ones are clean, which ones are dirty, which ones you just don't want to ever make a video at because you're worried that someone might actually go there and see how filthy it is. I try to only take you guys to videos where I would feel comfortable if I met you there and we were able to, you know, eat and not feel like we were going to pick up something. So, yeah. And I could actually do this one-handed. A lot of people have a hard time running a floor machine, but I can literally do this with one hand. It's all about having the proper balance and making sure that you get the corners. You know, some people, when you're showing them how to do it, they're all over the place and nearly taking your feet out. It could be very hazardous trying to train someone to do this and not get hurt when you're trying to train them. But it's coming out really good. And hopefully I could probably get some more of these offices because they're probably all needing, whoever did this floor was just putting filthy like wax on top of dirt. And they were just sealing the dirt in. And it wasn't, it's very counterproductive to constantly be waxing on top of filth because all you're doing is making it worse. It's getting worse over and over again. And you got to get a guy like me to come in and kick the floor's butt. Get all that nastiness off, and then you got to put pretty much 3 coats of wax on here. So I have, this is the initial coat right here. High glass floor polish, right? And then I'll put a coat of this. Wait, nope, that's not it. It's in the car. It's a wet look floor wax. What I like to do is I like to mix the Extreme Gobbler degreaser with the stripper. And that makes an awesome combination of cleaning components. So no matter what I'm dealing with, it's going to take the dirt out. And then you rinse it with vinegar because that neutralizes all the acid that's on the floor. You don't want to put wax on top of a floor with all that acid because it'll just ruin the wax. So you got to neutralize it, let it dry, then put a coat of wax down, sit here for about a half an hour until it completely dries, and then repeat the process, another coat, sit here for a half an hour, wait for it to dry, and then you want to put a third coat down and sit here and wait for it to dry. And yeah, pretty exciting stuff. Oh yeah. Okay, so that's why I'm not taking you along for the rest of the road here, because you guys probably have more fun things you could be doing than watching me strip and wax a floor. Anyway, love you all. Stay safe. And if you know anyone that needs a floor waxed in the Northeast Ohio area, let them know about me and I'll take care of it for you. All right, guys. Have a good one. Bye.